Hey everyone. If you want to build muscle or get stronger, you've probably heard the term progressive overload. But how that principle works depends on what you're training for, strength or size. Today, I'm going to break down how progressive overload applies differently to each goal and what that means for your training. Let's start by looking at what strength and hypertrophy actually are. Hypertrophy means increasing the size of your muscles. The main type we focus on is myofibrillar hypertrophy, which is when you grow more myofibrils, the tiny fibers that contract in your muscles. More myofibrils equals thicker muscle fibers, which means bigger muscles. This is a structural change. The goal isn't lifting the heaviest weight possible. It's stressing the muscle enough to force it to grow. Strength, on the other hand, is about lifting as much weight as possible, usually for a 1-rep max. While bigger muscles can help with strength, it's not just about size. Strength also relies on neural adaptations. That means your nervous system gets better at activating muscles efficiently. Things like coordination, technique, and motor unit recruitment all play a role. So for strength, it's not just how big your muscles are, it's how well you use them. Now let's compare how training changes based on the goal. For hypertrophy, variety is fine. You can grow muscle using all kinds of exercises. The key is just targeting the right muscle and training it hard. But for strength, specificity matters. If you want a bigger squat, you need to practice squatting with heavy loads to build neural efficiency. Hypertrophy can happen with a wide range of reps, anywhere from 6 to 25, as long as you train close to failure. Strength training is more specific. You need heavy weights and lower reps, usually in the 1-5 range, to build maximum force output. For hypertrophy, volume is a big deal. More sets usually mean more growth, up to a point, as long as you're training hard. For strength, volume matters less. Intensity, or how heavy the weight is more important. You still need enough volume to build muscle over time, but short-term strength gains come mostly from heavy specific practice. In hypertrophy training, shorter rest times are fine, anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. For strength, rest needs to be longer, around 3 to 6 minutes. You need to fully recover between sets to lift heavy and improve neural efficiency. Now let's tie it all together with progressive overload. Progressive overload means gradually lifting more weight. Over time, your program should aim to increase the load, especially in low rep ranges. For example, over a 12-week squat program, you might start with moderate weights and higher volume, then shift to heavier loads with fewer reps as you peak. The idea is to build muscle early on, then shift focus to maximizing strength. Progressive overload works a bit differently for muscle growth. You're not chasing more weight on the bar. You're trying to stress the muscle consistently and effectively. As your muscles grow, you'll naturally start lifting more weight or doing more reps, even if you're not trying to. So instead of forcing performance increases, you focus on good technique, controlled reps, and training close to failure. Over time, strength gains will happen, but they are the result of muscle growth, not the goal. Take a leg press program. You might keep the weight and number of sets the same for weeks, but track your reps. If you're doing more reps with the same load over time, that's a good sign of growth, even if you never intentionally tried to add weight. So, to wrap it up, if your goal is strength, focus on lifting heavier loads over time with lower reps and longer rest. If your goal is muscle growth, focus on training hard, with good form and enough volume. The weight will increase naturally as a byproduct of growth. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more performance-focused training content. See you in the next video.